The fundamental question, right? You've got hundreds of different languages, a whole bunch of religions, and these really deep, long-standing social hierarchies. The task of creating one unified India out of all of that, it was nothing short of monumental. I mean, where do you even begin? Well, these were the leaders, folks like Prime Minister Jawaharlal Nehru, who were tasked with answering that question. And they were navigating a total minefield of problems. We're talking millions of refugees, hundreds of independent princely states that needed to be brought into the fold, and just widespread poverty. The stakes could not have been any higher. So, the very first step was to create a rule book, a kind of blueprint for this new nation. They needed a constitution that could somehow hold together hundreds of millions of people with completely different lives and beliefs. And the man leading this absolutely colossal effort was Dr. B.R. Ambedkar. As the chairman of the drafting committee, his vision was just so central to shaping the democratic and social framework of the India we know today. And what's so incredible here is just how radical these ideas were on a global scale at the time. I mean, think about it. You had established democracies like the United States still grappling with full voting rights for all its citizens. Switzerland, they wouldn't give women the vote for decades, but India's constitution gave that power to every single adult, right from day one. It also legally abolished the oppressive practice of untouchability and created affirmative action policies to make sure historically marginalized communities had a real voice. This wasn't just a political blueprint, it was a blueprint for social democracy, too. Okay, so how do you govern a country that's this massive and diverse without the central government becoming way too powerful or the regions feeling completely ignored? The answer they came up with was federalism. The whole idea was to create this delicate balance of power, making sure a farmer in the south and a shopkeeper in the north both felt like they were part of the same country. And here's how that balance actually worked in practice. The Constitution created three lists. You had the Union list, which gave the central government control over big national issues like defense. Then the state list gave local governments power over things that affected people's daily lives, like health. And finally, the concurrent list covered areas where both could pass laws. It was a really sophisticated system of power sharing, designed for a super complex nation. But just as the political framework was getting sorted out, a new and deeply emotional conflict just erupted. See, the internal map of India, the one drawn by the British, it didn't really reflect the people who lived there. So the question became, should the states be redrawn based on language?